I saw 4 subscribers like this, and for my channel it's like wow. It's like super wow. Because so what is your language when it comes to goals or manifestation? Are you more like, I'm going to achieve my goals? This is more like the masculine aspect. Or are you more like, I'm going to manifest my dream life? And this sounds so dreamy, so feminine. Hi, beautiful soul. It's so good to have you here with me today. Manifestation is really about merging both your feminine aspect and the masculine aspect. The feminine aspect is going to be the intangible things, the inner world, what is within you, right? And the masculine aspect is going to be the outer world, what you see around you. So my tip number 1 is that aligning within is going to create your outer reality faster. If on the outside you are doing the actions, but on the inside you are not believing, for example, that you get to have those desires, those dreams that you have, then it delays your manifestations. So regardless if you talk about it in the terms of achieving goals or in the terms of attracting your dream life, attracting your desires, relaxation helps you to align more with what you want. Yes, there are phases where you are in the doing mode, but you also need that resting phase, that relaxation phase, because it is the phase where you are able to receive more. If it's the idea that are going to be successful in the future, relaxing helps you to access those brilliant ideas, those innovative ideas. So one thing that I love to do is to connect to my breath and relax my body and repeat to myself, I know I always get my desires. It takes all the pressure off, and you know that your universe or God is working in your favor. So there is no need to stress. There is no need to resist the process. This will accelerate how what you want comes faster to you. When you are in the chasing mode, wanting to have it and going after it with all of your energy, all of your actions, well, not only can this lead you to burnout, but it's also like you don't feel worthy, you don't feel deserving enough in order to attract it easily. Well, if those actions feel like it's something you love to do, if they feel like you are just playing, then that is in order. That is okay. But if those actions feel like you are working against yourself all the time, that is working against your alignment. It's more like resisting. So resting will make space for clarity and alignment. Moving on to my tip number 2 when it comes to accelerating your manifestation, and that is to expect miracles and to increase your certainty. Do you believe in miracles or not? Einstein once said that either you believe everything is a miracle or nothing is a miracle. You choose. So by choosing to believe in miracles, in synchronicities, to believe in things that can just happen like this, you increase your chances to attract those things to you even faster and in their own flavor. For example, you can be looking for a home in a specific environment, but suddenly you see a new listing that is in another environment that you were not thinking about. But because that new environment is more aligned with what you truly desire in all areas of your life, here is a new opportunity for you. You have also that certainty that you always get miracles. Just like you yourself, you are a miracle. Imagine the creation process of a human being. All the circumstances were so that you, the human being that you see today, you are the winner in that game of creation. You were chosen to be born into this world and you have a specific mission. So having the certainty that everything in the universe is working in your favor is going to help you to accelerate anything that you want. Even if in your reality you don't see it as an acceleration, as things are going fast enough, in the bigger picture you cannot imagine what it will be like if you were not accelerating your manifestation. What I mean is, let's take the example of my YouTube channel, right? I did a 6 months of consistency on my YouTube channel before I took a 6 months of sabbatical and before I came back to it. Those 6 months, I gained maybe 200 subscribers and I was like, oh, this is way too slow for me. That is compared to my expectation, right? And I almost get into burnout, and that's why I had to stop. Imagine that I had success with that way of working, like neglecting my sleep, neglecting rest, and just focusing on hard work. You can attain success like that, but at what cost, right? Your health is suffering, your relationships are suffering around you. What if you align more? You not only in the area where you are wanting results, but also in all area of your life. You get to have it all. In the love area, in the health area, in the wealth area, in the relationship area, in the community area, in the contribution area, all areas of your life, in your own well-being, physical and mental and spiritual fulfillment. You can get it all. It starts with your own belief in the fact that you can get it all. And then you have that certainty that with each seed that you are sowing, you are getting closer and closer to your goal, closer and closer to your manifestation. So you can use affirmations in order to reinforce that certainty, regardless of if you are feeling the support or the challenge in the situation. You continue to go, because that relentlessness is also a phase of your faith. A beautiful, powerful thing to do is the visualization process, where you can see yourself having those things that you desire. Because when you can see it, it means that it's already done. And it's about you shifting the timeline and bringing it in this moment. How fast you can do it is going to be dependent on how many limiting beliefs you have, how much worthiness you feel, how your outer environment is reflecting what is within you, right? The belief, the actions that you are taking from an inspired place. All of that is going to help you to see faster in this reality, in this moment, the evidence is that you are attracting your manifestation faster. So in my course, The New You, I have a meditation section. I call it meditation, but actually they are activation and also visualization and also meditation, all of those combined. Because when we work on the subconscious level, we really need to attack it from many aspects. The visualization is giving you the imagery, and then the activation is awakening in you. That higher version of yourself is already within you, but it's dormant. So it needs to be activated, because you are a powerful soul. It is your nature. But if you are living a life where you feel disempowered, it's because that powerful soul is dormant within you, and you can use activations to wake her up, right? And this is why I created also a separate bundle with all those meditations about becoming that empowered version of yourself, that new version of yourself, transmuting those limiting beliefs into things that you are going to use as your superpower. Because everything that happened, even the limiting belief, they happen for a reason, and they happen to empower you. You think you want something, like, oh, I want this manifestation and I want it as fast as possible, right? But actually the journey to get to that manifestation is going to bring you so much more in this life, right? It's going to bring you the more growth in all areas of life. And that is why you have that desire for that manifestation. Understanding this makes you open your heart and your mind and your soul to get to receive all of those activations, all of those codes that are getting you where you truly desire to be without knowing it. So another way to work on the subconscious level to have that certainty is to use subliminals. Choose wisely people who are creating subliminals on the internet, on YouTube. Take an area of life that you would love to work on, right? It can be YouTube success, it can be your clear skin, it can be anything really. So what is going to happen is that when you listen to those subliminals or affirmations, you can really work on the subconscious mind. And this is how, by repetition, you are planting seeds that are going to give you ideas, that are going to give you opportunity to open doors for you, so that you can use those opportunities and attract to you what you want. And my third tip for you to accelerate and make your manifestation come to you faster is going to be to really connect with your feminine energy. I really encourage you to connect and nurture your feminine energy, because it is what will create miracles in your life. Feminine energy is going to help us heal more. For example, healing our inner child, nurturing, reparenting that inner child. So while you are manifesting, take your inner child on board. Those dreams that you had as a child, dream them again, right? And let that inspire you to take courageous action toward what you really, really want from this life. Remember that you are a powerful being that can create everything that they desire. Along the way, we lost those dreams and we think, oh, they are not realistic. But what if we could reconnect with that part of ourselves and bring it into this reality? How do we do that? Even if we feel the fear, we let her there and we say we are going to stretch our comfort zone, right? What is it for you? An example for me is that I once thought one video per week is so difficult to do if you are going to edit it and add some b-rolls and all of that. But what if you can ease the process by reducing or letting go of the editing process, right? And doing the live, for example. What if you could create 3 videos per week to show to yourself it is possible to break that limitation of, oh, I'm not able to create 1 video a week. You can even break that other barrier and say, there are people creating more videos per week. Why not me? If that is something that you want. Stretching your comfort zone. There is the comfort zone in the middle, then there is the growth zone around that, and then there is your stretch zone, right? Where you are not anymore in the limited comfort zone. So by getting into the growth zone, by pushing the boundaries of the comfort zone with courageous action, with getting out of the normal path, this is a path that accelerates your manifestation. Because imagine it like this. Here is your normal path you are going on, right? And if you continue on that path, it takes time, like the logical steps. Yes, first you do this and then you do that. When you start growing out of your comfort zone, it's like you shift and you go in another direction. And maybe that direction brings you faster to your goal than taking this route that was going to take longer. You find junction in the timelines so that you can reach to your goal faster. At a psychological level, the person that you are when you are going this route cannot think the way that person is thinking. Maybe she's afraid, maybe she has so many limiting beliefs, and that's why her manifestation takes so much time to come to her. But when you start shifting who you are, you start taking another trajectory in the timelines, and that brings you faster to your manifestation. So instead of being the victim of your history, like, oh, I had this in my life and that's why I will never do this and that, you can start changing that internal story and start doing the things that you once said you would never do, because that is shifting you into another trajectory that is going to accelerate your manifestation. You shifting your way of thinking, your way of being, your way of acting, your way of behaving, your way of taking decisions is bringing you in another trajectory, the trajectory of the person who effortlessly have your dreams. And if you meet that person, instead of taking this route, you take that route and you meet this person that is in a higher vibration, then this is how your manifestation gets to come to you faster. So connecting with your feminine energy helps you to be attuned with your intuition to how to get to that place where the person that you are, who already have your manifestation, is. And so you can meet that person. Let's say that person is in your future. If we take the monetization example again for YouTube, let's say you want to monetize in 12 weeks. 12 weeks. 12? Yes, 12. It's like 12 of German. 12 weeks, right? In order to meet that deadline, like 12-week monetization, that is your future self. In 12 weeks, admitting that you already got there, in 12 weeks, there is a person, you, with your manifestation already happened, right? She is there in 12 weeks, even if it's not 12 weeks, because I can hear you ask me, okay, but what if that doesn't work, right? Even if it's 24 weeks, even if it's 1 year, there is a version of you who already have your dream. If we agree on that, then your job in this moment is to connect with that version. How well you can connect with that version explains how fast you get to your manifestation. So connect with the way of thinking of that person. What does she believe? What limiting belief does she no longer agree with? You start letting go of those limiting beliefs right now. What is her day-to-day routine, right? What is her morning routine? What does she do before going to bed? You start doing those things also right now. When you start behaving like that person, your brain will start saying, something is off here, right? And it has to find evidences that you are becoming that new person. And if you become that new person faster and with so much ease, because it's also not about frustrating your brain and your nervous system that is totally in chaos, right? But it's about doing it with so much ease, with so much flow, with so much grace, right? Like Regan loves to say, it's a teacher that I love to follow also. And this is when it really changed everything for me. I will link a video that really helped me 5 years ago to really bring that confidence in like that, right? You can imagine in a visualization, in an activation, you can imagine that everything that you need to become that new person is already here and it is activating in you, that person. When you think that it is happening now, there is no limiting belief, there is no story to tell, like I always did this and that, right? It is done, it is happening, it has happened. Imagine that what you need is a new frequency. Imagine that you are now vibrating at that frequency. How powerful can this be? And this is how you accelerate your manifestation. So if you imagine that it's an energy that you need, imagine that energy entering your body right now. This is the power of your imagination. Following the imagination as well as the intuition and creating that beautiful thing. Instead of staying with the linear trajectory, you activate other trajectories that accelerate your process. It includes the healing, it includes taking care of yourself, it includes contributing, helping other people along the journey, feminine energy, that we merge with the masculine energy to take those inspires action and bring our manifestation to us faster. Whatever your dream is, I wish you really acceleration of that dream so that it can come to you faster. Start believing that you already are that new version of yourself, that version who has your dreams. Oh, I just stopped the video and remember that why should you listen to me, right? You need examples of me manifesting stuff so that you can believe that, yeah, you can listen to Inès, right? Okay, so some of the things that I've been able to manifest, who shows that manifestation works, right? I remember for having our first child, my husband and I was like, I am in some kind of trap in this life. People, siblings younger than me, was having their first child already, and me, in my family, we were thinking, oh, first you have to finish your diplomas and then you can have a family and so on. But for me, in order to not get into that trap where you get older and you want a family but you don't have everything lined up so that you can have a family, I say to myself, when I am 30 years old, I have my first child already. So I decided that for myself and that was it, right? And then as that time was coming closer, the universe lined it up. So what happened for me is that when I did the test and I saw that I was pregnant, I went to the gynecologist. And what do you think the date they gave me when the baby will come was? exactly on my 30th birthday. So this is how the universe aligned with my manifestation. And I was like laughing, because how can it be that I said I want to have my first child when I'm 30, and the universe gave me exactly my birthday? Our child came 3 days after my birthday. That child was so wise to understand how I tick and to know that Mama has birthday on this day. No, I prefer to come a little bit later, 3 days later. How fantastic is that? And you know how the number 3 is also a powerful number. So I'm so grateful that the universe can align things like that and show how powerful our desires are. All right, another beautiful example, when I talk to you about that relaxing state, right, where you relax and you just know that your desires are already yours, they are already done. Once I did a video and it was starting slowly in the week, like I posted Monday. On Wednesday there was nothing going on, and then I relaxed, like, okay, I'm going to leave this video alone and just relax. And what happened is that I was just relaxing, and then let's say I'm at 298 subscribers, and when I come back I'm like, are we going to reach the 300 mark? What happened is that I don't only reach the 300 mark, I was at 302. So I was like, that was a manifestation of 4 subscribers like that in one day. Like, the video has been plateauing at the beginning, but because of my relaxed and high vibrational state, things were happening behind the scene and I was not even aware of it. And so when I came back to test, to check, I saw 4 subscribers like this. And for my channel, it's like, wow, it's like super wow. Because normally it's like 0 subscribers, or good days is like, oh, someone subscribed, +1 subscriber. But on that day it was like +4, like bam, right? And I was like, and then doing my happy dance, like, welcome, welcome, this is so amazing, yes please God, more of this, right? Because when you get those manifestations, instead of saying only 4 subscribers, why not 10? Why not 100? Why not 1,000 at once? No. We want to be really grateful for every single thing, right? Even if it's just a view without subscribers, be like, okay, more of this please. Because when you show your gratitude like that, you really get to have more. So this is a huge secret to amplify your vibration, because when you are in that high vibrational relaxed state is when you are really aligned with everything that you wish. If you are asking yourself, why not this number or that number? Well, it's blocking, it's resistance, right? It's like showing, oh, I don't believe that I would get there, right? So instead, go back again to aligning with your most high vibrational relaxed state. And this is when you are aligned like that, you are going actually at a fast pace. So it's like you are slowing down in order to go faster. All right, I wanted to share that also with you. I will see you in the next video. Bye. Love you.